I put my big homie up. The big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night. She had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Breno Javinci is white. Limited Louis that's light. Rape in the city that's light. LED look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a popo. Don't do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable to us and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. Finna got in the gently. Ain't being friends with these. When I was down out of soul had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This my own.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Denver Broncos. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Carry here for Orleans, Darkwan. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now they'll run it on the taunts. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it's Keenan. Flushed out right. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Pierce. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Here we go. What? None.
Operating from the gun. Pierce. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got it. The tight end, Jeff Hireman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. Flush to his right. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
On 53. I go Rodman.
Now a 1st down throw. Keenum. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Denzel Perryman not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Keenum. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They give him a gain of 38.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll run it here. And his first carry, he loses the football. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
On 53. Hey, orange.
Throwing is Keenum on third down. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jake Butt, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. A first half update now from Philadelphia. And the Eagles out in front early. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Pierce finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now Gordon on first down. And down to the 36-yard line here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Looking to throw. Pierce. Allen's got it over the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Allen's first catch, good for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, Pierce. Got a man over the middle, it's Williams. Williams loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 at their own 18.
He's checking. Hey, takes 53, 55.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now Keenum throwing on second. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first down, it's Keenum. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Keenum to throw on 2nd down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Able to power through. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Pierce. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Pierce. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Pierce. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
No, Roger.
Here's Darquan. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this.
Let's go. Mary left. Roger.
Now a play fake here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
22.
From the gun, here's Keenum. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap for Keenum. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, This one's going the other way.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Flex round! Flex round!
On first down, Pierce. And right side, Henry's got it. And he gets it down to the 32. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90!
From the gun, Pierce. And he floats one there, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Pierce. Caught left side, Williams. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They give them 12 yards and a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
On 1st and 10, Pierce. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pierce forced out to his left. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his first touchdown of the new season. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you've got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out.
Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw. Pierce throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Keenum again here on 2nd and 10. Left side here to Sanders. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The final shot before half for Keenum. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Now Austin Eckler on the return. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Pierce. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
To throw again. Pierce. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Pierce. He's got a man. It's Williams. And a juke this time. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Pierce into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Denzel Perryman in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Down. Roger.
Keenum. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Like 20. Like 52. Down. Go, Roger.
Working from the gun, Keenum. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check. Down.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have broken the tie. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Eckler to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Flex round.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pierce. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, That's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
To throw on second down, Pierce. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Here we go. What? 90.
On third down, Pierce. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's Keenum. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Hey, go, Roger. Down, down. Hey, 52. Stay hot. We're good.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
22. 53.
Now it's Keenum. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Rush it, rush it!
Throwing to start the drive. Pierce. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Pierce into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Let's go, let's go! Roger, roger, roger! Hey, orange, orange! Orange!
Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Like 20! In your face. 22!
A shotgun snap for Keenum. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Keenum now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Casey Hayward makes the tackle. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Roger, roger, roger!
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Pierce. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the 2nd person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, 2nd drive, not much better. Throwing on 3rd and long. Pierce. Going underneath for Gordon. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Allen's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Allen's got it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 190. 190. Hut. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Hut.
Back to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
They'll look to throw. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good, solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice gain.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Flex round. Flex round.
Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. 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 Hut.
He's back to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Pierce. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his man. It's Williams. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Pierce. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pierce. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. It's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock, and an extra point will send us to OT.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
Now for the all-critical extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and that will tie us at 24. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 14.
Let's go! What? Nothing! What? Nothing!
Operating from the gun, Pierce. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And they'll run it here. Finding some room at midfield. And they can't bring him down. A huge play there in overtime. 59 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing